Okay, well, hello and welcome to Butter Up Boutique. I'm Doretha, and today I'll be sharing with you my scrappy journal. And this journal is being made because of a challenge over at Etta J, over at her channel. She has challenged us to make a two-ring bound bound book out of scraps that we have. And scraps wasn't a big problem for me because that's all I work with is scraps because I don't have money to buy fancy papers and things like that. I wish I did, but since I don't, I work with what I have. So this is my book. This is the cover that I made. And I used, I saw that she had pretty ribbon hanging on her book. Instead of hanging it through the back, through the ring, I decided to just punch one extra hole and put it through the cover because I didn't like the way that my tassel was hanging down too low. I would have to cut off too much of it. So I wanted it to hang right there. Now this tassel I made with eyelash yarn. I made this tassel with eyelash yarn. I'm sorry I was out of frame. That's pink and black and white. And I also tore up an old shirt that's, I guess it's polyester and cotton, but I just tore it into strips. Well, it has a little velveteen feel to it. So I don't know what it's made out of, but I liked it, and I tore it into strips, and I made this tassel, and I put Be Mine on it. Was a little sentiment that I had in my stash from somewhere, and I just tied a string around it, put it on a jump ring, and stuck it through the cover of my book. This grungy looking lace is lace that I avocado dyed. I had it at the bottom of my pan when I was avocado dyeing paper. So that's how it got that little grungy, little dark red stain. And I thought it matched well with my book cover. I put a button on top of that. I folded that ribbon the way Etta J showed us how to make a quick, scrumpy flower. So anyway, that's what I did. Then I put another piece of ribbon down the front of it, and I'll probably put some buttons or something or jewels or something on that. I'm not through with it, but that's just the start. And what is so special about this cover is that this is an original watercoloring from Goldilocks, from Steph at Goldilocks, that she gave it to me last year when we were trading I want to say time cards keep wanting to come off my lips, but it wasn't a time card. It was a postcard. And if I can remember correctly, and I just folded it over so that her name could stay on the side on it where she signed it. It was by Steph Baca. Isn't that gorgeous? So I didn't want to cover that up, so all I did was I colored a sign that says menu, something I tore out of a magazine. I colored it and put it on the front with the Farm Fresh sticker right there. That's all I wanted to do to the front of this because I did not want this beautiful artwork to be covered up. On the back, I just, oh, and by the way, this was that popcorn box. I decided to go ahead and cover it and not leave it, just like it was. That wouldn't be very creative. So I just covered it with, collaged it with some of that avocado stained paper, dictionary paper. And then I put a recipe card on the back, and I put it on top of this Kroger flyer that came in the mail. It had all these fresh peaches on it. So I just covered the sign that says Kroger up with this particular recipe card. And as you can see, I was a bit messy, but I don't mind. I don't mind it because this is going to be for me. And I'm learning how to use this wet glue in a way whereas I don't have to keep buying little glue sticks and things like that. So I'm just trying to learn how to use it in an efficient way by using these little spreaders. And so I'm trying to be cleaner with that. And I do have baby wipes to go over my work. But I'm going to be writing on this card anyway. So, yeah. I didn't make this as a pocket. I just used it flat because I like the back of my books to be flat. So on the inside, one day, she said to put the book together. And so I did that and went through and put, just kind of colored the pages and put paper that I had. This was the back of a set of stickers. Came out of a sticker book. I peeled all the stickers, they were used up, so I glued it down and it stayed pretty nicely. And it matched this tag, which was from, you know how you can pay $2 or $3 for the little cut off cardstocks from Walmart? The little bag that has all the different types of different paper. That's what this come out of. I don't know what kind of paper it is. It feels construction papery, but since I put the glue on it, but at first it was kind of stiff. So it's some kind of cardboard. So I made tags out of those pieces. I put a little collage right there. I'm not through with that. Here's some white paper. Then I made a belly band here. And what I'm going to do is I just went ahead and glued some of these things down because they are included in the 15-day challenge. So I was already working on cupcakes and I colored them and all that. So I made a belly band out of that. And out of some other cupcakes, I made them out of tabs to go on the pages. There's another one right there. And these are the pieces of Aldi bag. I just did a collage on the front of this one and put a butterfly. I didn't do nothing to the back of it. On this piece of paper, I folded it up, made a pocket, and just collaged some music sheet on it. This, I hadn't done anything to that. I was trying to find that other piece of Aldi paper bag. I just put a little paper over it. I hadn't decorated it yet, but I know I wanted to have some book page down over it as part of the collage that I'll be doing over it. This is a piece that I just saw this in a magazine last year, and I tore it out because I wanted it. And when I was going through my things, I saw this. Someone had written, this is not my handwriting, but it was in a magazine. It says, the Lord is my helper. And so I just put that on this pocket right here. I'll have to go back and put, edges and all those things on it, which is part of the 15-day project. Here is some more of that lace. It's still wet because I did not use a glue gun for that. I wish I had. And here's another tag on the back that I have to decorate. I pushed the tag out from the page so that it would be, extend the page. So there's another one that I have to decorate. So, and then I turned these recipe cards into pockets. So this is what the book is looking like right now. This is a double pocket. There's one there and one there. There's a pocket. So I'll be going through and working on this. I hadn't done anything to the back cover, as time goes on. So this is my project that I'm working on for the Etta J Challenge, the 15-day scrap it till you make it. And this is another piece that I made for it. I just put a safety pin in it. It's simply a journaling card on the back and then just some pieces of paper on the front and made a little notepad like this. I could probably collage that and put something on it too. But this is one of the elements that I'll be adding. Also, I made some ATC cards for the swap over at Cindy's. And then I made one to put in this book here. I may make a couple more because I love using these also as page tabs. I love it. So I just put chicken and shrimp because it was one of the recipes that I was looking through a recipe book. This is another tag that I started collaging on, so I'll have to finish that. This is a couple of flips that I made using the little plastic button set. I got a lot of these. And so I was just practicing on putting them in correctly. That one may be a little too tight, but it is a flip. And then I have this one that I need to decorate. It's a flip. The paper is a little sturdier. Like I said, I don't know what type of papers these are, but they came in that little thing. And also this piece of paper came in that little package from Walmart with all the little cutoffs of different pages. So this is another one. I decided not, I don't know if I'm going to use this as a page edge or not, or maybe just a little journaling card. I'm not sure. And then I found these, this recipe came from a recipe book that I got from Beth last year when I started, when I had ordered some things from her sale. And so this big, thick recipe book was included, and it had things in it like black-eyed peas and tuna and crab and shrimp bake, you know, and I felt like these cute little pictures and the titles of these recipes that I could use those. And then I also got this, and I don't know exactly where I got it from. Oh, it came from the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And these on the back, there's the blank recipe cards. And then on the front, it has different recipes. So I'll definitely be tearing these apart and putting them inside of the book as well. I don't know how I end up with them. Maybe somebody gave them to me, probably. But there goes some spring stir fry with chicken. I wouldn't mind having that today. So yeah, so these are things I'm going to be working on in this book. Adding to this book as we go. She said the challenge started on the 15th and it goes until the 30th, I believe. And so I'll just be going through and adding the elements and making things. This is a rub-off page. All of this was a page of rub-offs. So I just laid the page down and just rubbed the whole page on the front and a little bit on the back. Added this recipe card right here. I'll have to put a smaller card in there. But yeah, so it's exciting. I'm a bit messy. I'm leaving spots and trying to keep it clean. So I may end up doing some painting before I just do my final flip through, simply because I've made so many mistakes with my hands. I'm trying to keep them clean as I go along, but yeah, so we'll be doing a final flip through once it's over. I think that's the way we're supposed to be doing it. I'm not quite sure. Here's another piece of that bag, that Aldi bag. I put some brads and a ribbon through that part. Made it look sort of like a little corset, but it still needs a lot of work. So, but yeah, this is my book that I'm working on. This is my new project. I've never done a ring binder before, a ring book. I always do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So this is something new that I'm learning, and I hope that you like it and stay with me till the end. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming, and have a blessed, blessed day.